Kylo just wants to fly. Oh man, we got some thick, dense fog out here in the river valley. Visibility is currently below 1 mile, so I won't be able to do any of that. And a happy good morning to you. Maybe we got the sound synced up. So what we're dealing with here is fog and low clouds. It started to lift, and then as soon as I pulled the camera and the wing and the motor out, it all kind of got yucky again. Winds are light out of the east. They were predicting light out of the west. That's strange. But I'm gonna go up and keep it low for the time being. I've got enough room. Got 1 mile visibility. I can stay clear of clouds. So legal aspects are good. I just need to do a good launch. Make it count. Just realized my hair's not combed. I'm so worried about what y'all think that I may have to edit that out. I don't know that I can edit out a bad hair day. I don't know. That sounds like advanced techniques. I've already pre-flighted the motor, warmed it up. Everything looks good. We're fueled. I'm gonna toss it on and go out here and do this business. And then I've got a student, Mr. Joe. We're looking for conditions to liven up just a little for him. In the meantime, I'm gonna go check it out, do some low flying. Now something I did in this area, you can see the dew on the ground. You see how it's kind of lighter colored over there by the truck? I took the motor and I blew off the area like really good with the motor to knock the dew off the tops of the grass. That lets your wing lay out a little better, a little less wet. I know wet is good in most cases, but not for an early morning wing layout. You want to blow that dew off, and it sure is easier than laying out a tarp or something like that. Just a pro tip. When you do your motor warm up, blow the dew off the grass where you're going to lay out. Ooh, that scratched my nipple. That's not comfortable. Okay, got it fixed. Dang, that thing is raping my nipple. Let me slide that up a bit. Whew, not comfortable. Okay, condition evaluations, 0 wind. I'm flying the single skin because it is the slowest, lightest thing I got. I want every advantage in this terribly slow wind that I can get. It's okay though, I can do it. I know I can do it. So let's get this thing started up. Clear. Probably is when the wind is gonna shift out of the west is as soon as I decide to go for it. My luck. All right, I'm lined up straight down the runway. 0 wind, wet morning. I think I can do it. Make sure we got power. We have enough. 1, 2, 3, go. Woohoo! And we are off. And my hope is that this low fog, this low layer will turn into some low cumulus clouds. And we can go up and catch some cool ass footage of that with the cameras. So this is kind of a film trip versus a field trip. Okay, I'm at Cloud Base. I think that's the quickest I've ever got there. We're gonna do a buzz job on this guy. He was seemed curious. He slowed down a lot. He's slowing his walk too. So I'm just in sort of this loitering pattern. I'll do a little flyby here. Kind of bumpy right through this direct area. Maybe do a foot drag down the runway here. Get my feet wet. That's a thing, right? I'm feeling the first little bumps of the day. You know, the sun's not shining bright, but it's certainly enough to affect your flight by, 2 feet. You can go up and down 2 feet. I'll try another one here. You want to stay really fast as you're lower. Up and down, up and down. What are we being dealt here? What are we being dealt? Looking for a crack in it. Looking for a crack in it anywhere I can. Get a little altitude. It's kind of chilly. Like the dampness of the air kind of makes you a little bit colder. Bare minimums. Oh, I'm in the clouds. I need to come back down. I've climbed to 100 feet and I'm at Cloud Base. I noticed it got a little foggy. It's so choppy down here. I don't understand it. And this wing doesn't have a... Single skin wings are not the best for foot dragging because they lose energy so much. And foot dragging is such an energy management game. So you need a higher performance wing that can go faster, a double surface. If you're gonna do safe foot dragging in light conditions, all right, I think the winds are switching finally. That may be what I was feeling. I feel like I'm getting wet. When it hits 85 degrees today and the sun's beating me down, I'll be like, I wished I was still cold and chilly like I was this morning. Come on, is there a hole anywhere? I just want to go up. About the time I land is when it'll break up. You watch and see. Go tell it. Go tell it on the mountain. Kyle landed and the sky opened up. Oh, look, I see maybe some sun shining over here. Or is that just because that field is lighter colored? I think it's because the field is lighter colored. Yeah, there is sun shining over here. I can see it. Yeah, this is the bright spot right here. Doesn't mean I can climb through it though. I don't think so. I still think it's too thick. Let me get lower. There's a car coming. That didn't sound right at all. Oh, Sheriff. What up, Sheriff? Hey, I don't know. If I can stay out of the clouds and go up, this may be a thing. We're gonna go look at it and see. We'll get a little closer. Certainly everything's about to start breaking apart. I'm gonna be here when it does, but I've also got to be down here with my student when it gets right as well. Get a bit of blue as I look toward the sun. Still pretty damn occluded though. No, it's too thick. I see some sunlight shining over there. Okay, here's a little pocket, but I don't want to get too high into it. Nope. Clouds there, clouds everywhere. Gotta give myself some room now. Bare minimums, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're dealing with. But it is starting to lift, like it's still too light a wind to do a student launch, so I am gonna wait a minute. Oh, you can see the patch that I dried off there with the fan, with the motor. See where my little trails are and that little patch right there next to the trailer. That's where I blew all the grass off. Yeah, so I'm seeing a few bright spots, but there's no gaps. Gonna be slippery. It's important to get good footing if you're gonna land in the you want to be pressed out of your seat over your feet like this so that when you come in to land, you got your footing. And it's almost like a foot drag landing with this thing. No, go down, down. Oh, shit. In the water. Look at there. I suck. I'm all like, I'm going to hit my dry spot, but I didn't.
1 hour later.
So in the meantime, I got my student Joe launched up and I seen the sky opening up. I told him, look man, go straight for the blue hole and keep going up. I'm going to put on my motor and come up there and join you. I didn't turn my camera on until after I had already gotten in the air, and that's where the story picks up. We got the openings we were looking for, but it turned into a magical flight. Here you go. And I was on the comms with Joe the whole time, so the stuff that I'm saying was, a lot of it was to him as well as you guys. So enjoy it. Ah, there you are. So we probably want to turn into the wind. That way when we come down, we'll have an easy shot to the airport. I'm at your 9 o'clock. 500 feet below. Pretty neat, isn't it? I love it. It's one of my favorite things ever. I'm past cloud base, but I'm not over the tops yet. Do you have me in sight? Okay. So I'm just gonna stay this direction and climb. I might veer a little bit to the north just to kind of shoot through this gap here. I've got a slower climb rate with the 80. It's not as good as yours. You have much more performance than I do. All right, I'm gonna turn around a little bit, see if I can't get over the tops over here. Wow, amazing. It's freaking gorgeous up here, Joe. Heck yeah. Woo! Wow. I love this, dude. Hey, Joe, come up beside me. I'll take your picture. I'll do a slow right turn so you can kind of come in. Woo! All right, Joe, as good as it is, we probably want to get down there and get ready because it's fixing to pick up, like the thermal activity. You know, everything that's making these clouds grow is what's going to make the gusts sort of gnarly down on the ground. So we got the field made, no problem, but I'm just going to kind of work my way down through these clouds and just sort of carve through them and mess around. Now, you're faster than me, so be careful coming up behind me, because this wing is much slower than what you got going on. Wow, that's cool. That's so cool. So cool. We'll time our cycle just like we did on our launch. We're going to time it on the landing so that we come in during a good cycle and have a little wind, and that's going to make your landing a lot better. So I'll go ahead and go down and land first and let you kind of get a little low practice in. But yeah, everything that's making these things lift off is what's going to make, you see all the sun hitting the ground down there? That's going to be that could be a thing. So there's my student Joe. He's on his first flight at school here. We got a good one above the clouds. Every flight's gonna suck from here on out. Yeah, you just made the YouTube show, Joe. Whoo! So there's Gillem Airport below. Cloud base is fixing to go beyond legal limits, so we're gonna cruise on down. I'm gonna carve down here through the edge of this cloud here and just kind of burn some altitude. Oh wow! This is the flight I've been looking for. Hey, there's the glory. Your shadow down on the cloud tops. See a little rainbow around it? That's called a glory. Now as we get below these clouds, you'll start feeling the turbulence, the little bumps that are causing them to grow. Above them it's glassy smooth, and so it gets deceiving. If you stay up too long, it's when you come down you start feeling like it's bumpy. Yeah, on the way up it was just starting to crack open. Remember, we had just a little bit of sun. Now we've just got a little bit of shade. Fields start getting cooked. Now the dew on the ground, that's going to dampen it a little bit, but as soon as that dew dries, everything starts kicking off a lot more. All good though, man. That was a beautiful dang flight. I'm glad I got some with you. So I'm already watching the windsocks, even from this altitude. I'm looking at what they're doing. I'm watching them if they change, if they lull, if they gust. Like the one on the south side of the field, it's hanging low. The one on the truck is blowing out of the south at 5-6, and then the one by your truck is showing 4 out of the south. So we'll get these little pockets of varying conditions. And I'm just, as I'm coming down, I'm sort of lining up on the downwind side. And I'm just going to talk you through my landing and let you kind of know what I'm thinking as I'm doing it. So at this point, I see there's a lot of south in it. So I'm going to set up on the north end of the field here. I don't want to be high over the field when I come in. I want to be sort of right at the edge of it at 100 feet whenever, or just behind it at 100 feet. And a lot of it depends on the wind. If it's super light, I might just do a crosswind landing straight down the grass. If it picks up to 5 or 6, I may want to go straight into it. See, now it's coming out of the east a little bit, so I'm just going to kind of follow it. Like I'm going to go to where the windsocks are pointing. Right now, they're all kind of pointing out here toward the racetrack, so I'm going to set myself up over toward the racetrack as I'm descending. And I may have to make a change, and I may have to go around. Now the windsock against the trailer, it may be actually stuck to the trailer there in the rotor area. I may need to shorten that one a little bit for the lighter days. Once it stands out, it's no factor, but it could be lying to me now. So I'm feeling some turbulence right here. That's probably because I'm at the edge of the thermal that just broke off. That gust that we saw, now I'm feeling it. I'm going up at idle, and then I'm going through the edge of it. Okay, now I'm level. I'm 0 and I'm at idle. Make sure I keep my motor goosed a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to turn back around here. Now I see everything kind of favoring the east a little bit. Oh, there's some turbulence. There's turbulence low. You got to be ready for that. But I'm just going to stay fast. I'm not trying to control the turbulence. Gravity's keeping me under the wing. It's not enough turbulence to be dangerous, but there's certainly some lift there. Okay, I'm getting lifted now, so I'm getting ready for the dump. And I'm still a little bit high. So I'm just going to weight shift. I'm going to weight shift left and get kind of into the wind. And then as I come into land, I'm going to get ready and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was kind of a hard landing, but it's because this wing is. Your landing's going to be better than that. And now I'm looking for a dry spot to lay it down. This spot looks good enough. We're going to kite that wing down to the ground. Nice. So we may keep our power on, Joe, just till the last second, once you land, if you land good. But we may want to go around. If we hit something ugly, low and close, that may be time to add some juice to it, you know? So just be aware of that. Yeah, make a few passes. Yeah, get out of your seat just like you're gonna land, you know, just in case, because what if your motor dies at 10 feet and you're sitting in your seat? So always kind of prepare. Now the windsocks are showing, these two are showing a little bit of west in it. And I tell you, if you do an approach and it's good and you're gonna make a sweet landing, you may want to take it, I don't know. Yeah, so that would have been a really nice one right there. You would have landed right over there in the field, had a nice wind to help you. So I'm going to go stand out here and just sort of talk you through the next one. There's a real nice gust coming out of the south a bit. You'll probably feel the thermal pulling as you come in. You'll be flying through it as you make your approach. Yeah, come off your power now and sort of set up. We don't want to be too high. All right, and just wait, shift left to get kind of lined up. Plenty of speed. You got a good glide slope. You're going to be coming right into the field. Hell, if you want to, you could kill it, Joe. You'll be good. And wait on it. 30, 20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, stand up. Oh, so close. Very good, very good. You flared good. Your timing was good. You just didn't put your feet down good. That's no problem, though.
I didn't get my prop, did I?
Oh, no. You're fine. You're fine. I love it. So good. Ha! Who would have thought it? Say hi, Roger.
Hey.
Everybody's watching. So Joe's got the record for the most awesome first flight at the Kylo School Paramotor. That's cool. Above the clouds, thermal landing, waited patiently for a takeoff. I got the best hairstyle in the industry. You can tell. Helmet head. Trademarking that. Party's over. We got to go to work now. See you guys later. Much love. Kyle out. Let me pet the dog. Jealousy over here. So I had a birthday a little while back. I turned 42. There wasn't a big party this year. I had to work both my jobs. Training so hard lately, I can barely scrape out a video. Just the stuff I'm doing at the field paramotor, and mainly, I'll keep it coming. But I just wanted to throw in a little blurb about my sweet wife and what she got me for my birthday. It's a pellet smoker grill. I never had one before. Excuse the filthy rag, I wiped off the griddles with that a while ago to get it ready for the thing I'm fixing to cook, which is my first attempt at candied pork butt. I got some Abita, strawberry lager. It's Memorial Day Eve, I'm by myself. My family went camping, but I had to stay and work because I had out-of-town students that I'm dedicated to. So I did it, I worked all weekend, did my paramotor stuff, did pharmacy Saturday, and I'm finally getting to hang out. Dave Ruff came over last night, tested out a camper. Storms shut us down today. We started out today with high wind thermal kiting session. Got a student lined out. He learned some new moves today. He has previously had some training, but didn't learn all the moves. And so I showed him all the moves to make today, and he was out there dancing around with it. Good job. It's been a good week. I mean, the last 2 weeks I've knocked out 4 or 5 new pilots, and we still got training to do on some of them. People need to continue down their journey. I'm there for them. Gear's available if they're in the school, and that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing. And tonight I'm gonna throw a pork butt on there. It's so neat. Let me show you how it works. So you put the pellets down in here. You got, that's like hickory and mesquite, and you set the temperature you want on here. Like you can adjust that. Like I want it on 350, so I got set on 350. And right now it's only 278, but it's cranking up. It's got a little fire that blows in here, it gets hot. You can hear it grilling and smoke coming out of it, all this jive. It's kind of like a long distance oven. Like you just leave it outside plugged in and it blows air on a fire and makes it hot. And then if it gets too hot, it'll cut that air back. It's got a sensor in there, it reads the temperature. So you can just set it on whatever you want and go. And as long as it's got electricity and pellets in it, it'll just keep pushing those pellets in there with a little auger onto that fire, and it feeds the fire automatically. I guess you could just keep putting chips in it, pellets. It's weird calling them pellets. It's crushed wood, extruded crushed wood is what it is. You come back however long later. I'm gonna leave it like for a lot of hours. I've never done like a lot of hours cooking before, so this is kind of new for me. I experimented with, dumped a bunch of spices in the cabinet on the meat. I dumped some candied jalapenos on there and put some habanero sauce. And then I coated it with sugar. So we're gonna try some candied pork butt and candied beef roast. I don't know if it'll be good or not, but we're about to try this stuff. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done through the magic of editing. Check this out. So It's been about 16 hours. Inside of there is about 240. This one's showing 222. I put them in a pan. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Is it? Oh, it's pretty tender. It's pretty dang tender. Look at there. It's pretty much falling to pieces, Joe. I think it's done. Is this good content? What we doing? There we go. Thanks for the pellet grill, honey. Love you.